StudioX. Now let us dive into the UiPath StudioX IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. This is a studio. This is UiPath StudioX Community Edition. This is called as Backstage. Backstage provides you certain kind of options. First of all, open, then close. If any project is open, you can close it, we'll see to it, and then start. This is the start point where we have selected start, tools, settings, and help. So this is called as the user interface of the StudioX. So Backstage view is nothing but the starting point of the studio itself. So if I want to create a new or a blank project, then I will click here. In the new project section, there is a blank task. Now sometimes when you will be experienced with this studio, and you will find that there are certain templates available, like complete Word template from Excel and email. It will send email through Excel, and you can see that the description is there also in each case. And whenever you create a new blank task or any template from a template, new task from a template, then there will be a history of it will be saved here, and you can reopen any kind of or any project what you have made. Now in the tool section, if I go in the tool section, then there are certain tools available, and these tools are some kind of add-ins which are in form of extension, which are used to ease or to talk with the user interface of UiPath with the respective application. For example, if it is Edge, then you can have a UiPath extension like this. I have got this one. You can see to it. So in the same way, Excel add-ins is very much important to integrate Excel in StudioX. In the setting, you can find there are different kind of setting available, but the interesting and what I want to show it to you is that whenever you install UiPath, the UiPath Community Edition is not enabled in the first phase. First time you will find a different, it will be the UiPath Studio only. So how to activate this? This is a very simple thing. Just go to license and profile, and then you get into the profile. This is the profile where you can change from UiPath Studio Pro Community to UiPath Studio, or you can use the UiPath StudioX, what we want to use. By clicking this, you would be in the area of the or the configuration of the StudioX Community Edition. And there is a help, and you can find the product documentation. There is a forum, help, and there is also an academy to become a certified UiPath pather, it says. So let us do one thing. Let us begin by creating a blank task. Let us name this blank task as my hello world. I would be putting this file, the project, in a folder. Let me select the folder from here to learn with Zoom, and let me put this in this place. And you can type the description, say for example, this is my first example. The project is created. Now let me see what kind of files it had created for my project. First of all, we see, go to the project, open the project folder. Here is my project folder. So now I am in the place where my project, that is Hello World, is there. It has created certain kind of files and folders for me to start with, and this is a project file where a project notebook is available, and there is a main design sheet is available, and there are certain other folders are available. Now let us understand the user interface. This is called the user interface of UiPath StudioX. Now this is the designing panel where we can design, the designing area where we can design our project. Let us do a very simple thing. Before that, let us understand the design view. So the design view, as I said, that this is the design view and this was the backstage. So you can go to the backstage by clicking on home page. So this is the backstage. Now this is the design because it says design. So this is design view. Now in the design view, you can see there are certain activities. This is the activity panel where activities are there. And now in the activity panel, you can see there are different cards are available. These are called cards. Or these are a set of activities which help you out to design your project. And some kind of extra is also available because I have configured something, so this SAP is available in this place also. So let us understand this is called the card, and these are the resources. So if I say show all resources, then these are the resources available for me. This is use application browser, this is a use Excel file, this is Exchange, this is use Gmail account, this is use Outlook, and use PowerPoint and use Word file. These are the resources and these are the action. So this is called a activity panel. This is the design view, and as you can see the backstage view is this one, and you can get into the backstage by clicking on home tab, sorry. And this is the design view. In the design view, on the left hand side there is an activity, and this activity, and there is a called ribbon. In the top there is a ribbon. This ribbon contains save, project, and you can see all the components. So the ribbon at the top of the window can be minimized by expanded by clicking minimize expand button, and it contains following buttons. So what are the buttons? So what are the buttons? First of all is save. You can save your project, and then there is a cut, copy, paste, and then project, and in the project you can find settings of the project and the folder as you've seen just a few minutes earlier. And this is the project, and we will talk about everything later on. Now in the activity, this is the ribbon. Now activity search bar, let us understand what is the activity search bar. So this is called as the activity search bar. If we click on drop any here activity, then there is a search bar. This is called search bar. There are two sections in the search bar. One is common scenarios and another is activities. Create hello world message box. So let us click on the common, and from here let us drag message box in the drop activity here, or the plus sign. Now this is an activity. This is called an activity or an action. In UiPath, these are called the action or activity. Now it's saying that value for required activity argument content was not supplied. So it needs something to show in the message box. Let us click here in the plus sign. It says that you can take any of the options. Let us take the text option and let us type hello world and save it. And it is there. And let us run this project first. This is the button to run the project. We are running the project is being run, it's compiling, and then now you can see this is running and it said hello world. So we have made our first example. Now what is an activity search bar? Say for example, if you want to add any other kind of activity, then you can click here in the plus sign and there is a search menu appears. This is a search menu where you can see there is a common section. These are the common section and these are the activities. So depending upon which kind of card you have selected, the activities appears in the sixth section, and these are the common scenarios or the common items which you can or you might use.